you've got your bit of styrofoam that I sent you through the post, A4 size, so you won't need all of it on one go. You can cut down the size that you think you need for your design that you're going to use, and then just put the rest to the side so you can use it at a later date. So that was just thin paper that I used there to trace off with, but if you haven't got any thin paper or anything that, or tracing paper, you could use something like a plastic wallet or a Polly Pocket, and you could hold it down, draw around the outside of it, preferably with a pen. It would work better than a pencil and plastic, obviously. Cut it out, and then whichever template you use, save it after you've used it, because it was going to be useful for other stuff along the way, as you'll find out. So once I'd made my design and I'd cut it out, I just used a little bit of masking tape there just to hold it down in place where I wanted it on the styrofoam, and then I worked my way around the outside with a sharp pencil, lightly to start off with, just pushing in where the outside of the design was. Once I've gone all the way around it with the sharp pencil, at some points it did want to sort of push in the wrong direction, because obviously it's foam, it's made up of, there's lots of little bubbles in there, and those air bubbles sort of like sometimes want to push your pencil the wrong way. Okay, so I've just pressed slightly to start off with, it doesn't look like much yet, but then your next stage will be to push in there harder. So I've just done a little bit of a blue Peter here. Right, so I've pushed in harder all the way around the outside, and then I've got the side of my pencil and I've pushed in so that I create an indent. Okay, so it's nicely indented and flattened. So I use the side of my pencil to really push down all these sections in between. So I haven't done it on this bit here, so you can possibly see the difference. So if you watch as I press it down, so I'm just using like literally the side of the pencil and pushing down rather than pushing down onto the pencil rather than into it that way. And you can work from the centre, work your way out, sometimes easier. Just roll it round. Okay, do it a couple of times right, just to get it down, and then push in the centre as well. Because I'm using a soft pencil here, you can see where it's darkening to where I've actually pushed down. So it gives you more of an idea of what you've done well and what you haven't pushed down enough maybe. Alright, so you can push all the way around there, and then if you wanted to, you could use a sharp pencil just to really get that edge nice and deep. So if I show you a little bit closer, you might be able to see, when I put it to a slight angle, you can see how some of it's raised a little bit. Okay, so once you've finished your design, okay, now some of you might say, well, she hasn't put these bits in here yet. I might put those in, but to start off with, I want to see what it looks like that. Okay, so I tried the blue one first, but it was too dried up, so I'm going for a red one. Alright, you can put this on. This is going to be similar to what you would have achieved with the roller. Okay, so it's absolute, I mean, you can put it all the way around the outside if you want to, but these have only got a certain amount of ink on them, so try not to waste it too much to start off with. So a bit of an even colour on there, using the foam colour block. Right, and do it onto paper, which you can then cut out and put into your book rather than doing it straight in your book, just in case you don't like it. Alright, so I'm going to line it up, push it down, and then maybe start from the middle, work your way out with your finger. If you had a roller, you'd be using a roller now, but we haven't got rollers. So, well, you might have one, you might be lucky enough to have that sort of stuff at home as well, but I haven't got one. So I'm just going to push it down like that, try and get even all the way around. You can sort of see through where the design is. You might not, oh yeah, you can see on the screen, can't you? You can see through where it is, so just push down, peel it back, and there you go, you've got a design that's started. Okay, it's alright, it's not brilliant. Okay, another thing you can do is you can put, if you haven't got these ink pads, you can use a little bit of paint instead. You might not have paint either, but let's just show you this first, just in case you have got paint. Alright, so you can put just a little bit of paint on. This is just a bit of plastic folder that I've got. You can use a plate, but I'm just using this because it's nearest than going downstairs. So, and also I can get it a bit flatter. And I'm going to use this foam, similar sort of idea as using the foam in there. I'm going to use a foam washing up thing. Alright. Now, do you remember when we did it in year 9 and you used the inks and you sort of like got them out evenly, didn't you? First you put the ink, you spread the ink out evenly before you put it on. Do a similar thing here so that then you can get an even coverage on, well, it's not even at all, is it? But as even as you can get it on the back of your sponge. Right. Don't add any water to this paint, then just dab it on like that. Okay. Now, you might still get some of this red coming off as well, so that could look quite good too. Right, so try not to get it all over the shop. You could probably do with some newspaper down first, couldn't you? I've never been very good at telling you to put your aprons on and get your newspaper out, but there you go. Right, okay. Then I'm going to plump it down. Push on the outside edge. Okay. Now something else you can do is you can actually print on top of colours. Okay. Now if you're doing that, it is best really to mark whereabouts your styrofoam went down the first time. You can make it so that it moves as well, like that cool cat. You know, the if you've bothered to look at the PowerPoints I put on for you, you would have seen the woodcut of the cat, the 3 cats, the Japanese one. See, that's actually quite nice in the blue. So now I've done a few prints of the red. I'm going to have a go at putting some different colours over. So I've done my blue. Made sure, you see, I put little pencil lines on so that I can line it up sort of on top. But I don't want it to line up exactly because it's quite nice to see the shade of the red underneath. Okay, so this is what I used. Just went straight on top of the red, didn't bother cleaning it off first. So now to my little bit of blue that I've got left on there, I'm going to put a little bit of yellow, not too much. And I'm going to mix a little bit into that blue so that I get a nice kind of green going on. Okay, dab that on there. So yeah, as I said, this is acrylic paint. I have put this on the PowerPoint as well, so you can see. But I have treated myself to the primary colours, and I've also bought a white, which, where's that gone? There's the white. I've got red, blue, yellow and white. But I'm not quite sure where I've done with the red at the moment. Anyway, right, so just get it on there, dab it onto where main bits that you want it to go onto. It doesn't matter if it goes off a little bit because you've indented your work. The primary area is going to be the bit that sits the highest, obviously. Right, so there's my green. Move that out of the way a minute. And then I'm going to line it up. Got my little line there. I just lined it up with the top. And then I'm just going to push into the back again. Like that. Okay, working my way around all the petals. And then just pull it off like that. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit more onto it. I'm going to mix it up just literally with my sponge. You see now I've got a slightly lighter green. Mix that in like that. I'll stick this one over here, I think. Again, I've got my lines. Doesn't have to be exact, but I might put it on a bit higher. Push it in. Okay, then you could have a little look first. Yeah, so that one's like more offline. I'm going to peel it off. I've got this lighter green with some tinges of yellow in there as well. Okay, so can you see where those bits of dried paint are really starting to go? So that's obviously why they don't traditionally use acrylic paint with this, but you're making use of whatever you got at home.